guys, SCSurvival and Hunting here. So today we're just going to take a quick look at our bug out vehicles. And so what we're going to do with that is we're just going to take a look at my personal bug out vehicle at the moment. Now this vehicle that I have, it is also my daily driver. So I go drive this every day, all the time, and also have it as my bug out vehicle. So the reason why I have this one is just because I like it. It's good on gas, and it was inexpensive compared to some of the other models I was looking at. I have a 2005 Toyota Tacoma with 240,000 miles on it, and it gets roughly about 20 miles to the gallon, which is good compared to a lot of other newer trucks which get, I don't know, maybe 14 to 16 at best, for some models. So that's one of the reasons why I went with this truck. So I just want to show you the quick things that I put in here, just as some quick modifications to this truck. Now, I do not have all-terrain tires, as I do not plan on having to bug out in mountains or very treacherous terrain. It's okay to go on dirt roads. It does very fine on those, but my truck is not built to go through mountains, basically. And so I don't have any all-terrain tires, and it's not lifted very much. So again, not really for off-roading, but for the purposes that I use it, it's very good. So I just want to move up right here. I'm going to show you everything that I have in my truck. So to start out with, I just have a hat. I just love hats. Got to wear them. So I always keep one in my truck. If I don't ever have one on me. So the next thing that I have, I just got this a couple days ago. New little item. This is the Zulu nylon gear Molly Visor panel. I really love this thing. Got it off of their website, Zulu Nylon Gear. We will have a link to that in the description. I want to say it's $40 for this panel itself, and then an extra $10 for shipping and handling. So I'm just going to go through the gear that I have on here. I have a pen and pencil right here. Kershaw Clash knife, very good. I just wanted to have something that was quick, easy to grab. I have one of these D-rings. Just got it off of a old military backpack, and then I went and I attached a flashlight to it, just so I can grab a small flashlight. Also, I have a Baofeng UV5R radio. Now, not only do I have one of these radios in my bug out bag, but I also have one in my truck, just in case I ever need to use one, while I'm on the go or something like that. And then the last thing on here is I just have a Sharpie. Sharpie is good, for writing stuff, or just doing different chores. Also, a final item that is missing from here, I took it out by accident earlier today, is I'm missing another flashlight, and I'm also missing a glow stick. So, just missing both of those items out of here. Now I'm going to flip it over to the back side here. Now, as you can see, there's not anything on the back side, or so you would assume. Right here across the top, it is suited up for something like a mag light, just a small skinny mag light that you can put in there, or another flashlight, or maybe some kind of pen or pencil, something like that. But, in this first compartment, I have Quick Clot Advanced Clotting Sponge. Now the reason that I have it up here is just quick grab in case I happen to get in a bad car wreck, or maybe someone else does and I'm stopping to help. I can pull this out of my visor panel, toss it to them, they can go start working on somebody while I pull out the rest of my first aid kit in my truck. Now, in this other panel, I happen to have a nice multi-tool, just cheap, like $20 multi-tool. I have, if I can get it out, I have a small notebook that I can use, for writing notes and stuff like that. And last but not least, I have hand warmers. Foot warmers, excuse me. They work just like hand warmers. So, great stuff to go have in your truck at a very quick and easy disposal. So that's everything out of my panel here, and I'm moving on to my toolkit. Now, last two items here is my go bag and my toolkit. Now, before I get into both of those, I want to start out by saying that my toolkit, I did not put many tools in here, for the reason being that I am not an automotive expert. I just know the bare minimum about cars and trucks, so I only put the tools in here that I know how to use and what to use them for. So again, nothing too high-tech or really expensive or anything elaborate. So the reason why my tools are in this ammo can here is because this ammo can is waterproof. So therefore, if I happen to be using my tools in it, and the box got rained on, or happen to accidentally drop them in a puddle of water in a lake or something, well, they're good because they are in a waterproof ammo can. So therefore, my tools will not rust. So there's my ammo can, and here's my toolkit. Very large, bulky item. I don't know, weighs probably a good 7 or 8 pounds. I don't know, something like that. So just to open it up, on this left side, I only have 3 small items, or 2 small items, a bigger item. I have an LED headlamp right here. I have jumper cables, and I have a tire gauge. All of those are very important when you're on the side of the road. Now these tools in here, I have a little assortment. I have 2. These, let me see, one's a Stanley. Pliers. I really don't know what these are. I can't read that. Anyway, 2 pair of pliers. I have a nice Cobalt high-tech ratchet, and with some of the adapters that go with it, and some smaller bits and pieces, as you can see in here. Also, I have just a very extreme basic first aid kit here. Finally, the last 2 items.
It's not focusing.
Oh, okay.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
It started focusing now.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I just have a very minimalist first aid kit. I have a screwdriver, flathead, and then I just have a pair of work gloves. Very light, cheap pair of gloves. So that's basically everything for my toolkit in my truck. Again, I don't have anything too high-tech or expensive just because I don't know how to use that much on a vehicle, but I am willing to learn, and that is one of the next projects that I'm working on, is learning how to use more tools and how to be better with automotive care. Okay, well, now we are going to take a look at my go bag. Now, before I get started, I just wanted to say that this go bag is made up from bits and pieces of other kits, other survival items, tools, etc. So I don't have many very expensive items in here, or anything that is really well thought out, so to speak. This bag is mainly used for me to get from my vehicle to my next location. Now, whether that be home, the office, out to go see the kids somewhere, something like that. So before I get started with the main details of the bag, I'm going to start out with a side section. This right here is just my shelter. Yeah, sorry, I just lost the train of thought there. This is my shelter section. So I have a poncho and a Mylar blanket and some string right here on the side, just for some quick, easy access for some shelter. If you do have to go and abandon your vehicle. Now, my next compartment here. This is my front pouch. Now, I have duct tape in here, and I have a bunch of other small things that I wanted more organized, instead of just having it in the middle of my pack. So in the back here, I have tissues, I have a small multi-tool, I have a pack of gum, and playing cards. Now, the reason why I have a pack of gum and not any hygiene products is because, again, this was not very well thought out. I threw this bag together in 15 minutes, and this happened to be sitting in the pile of stuff that I grabbed. So I don't really have any hygiene in here besides some wipes. So I have gum, for your breath. Maybe you've been out in the woods for 3 days. You come back to society. Nobody's really going to want to talk to you if you have bad breath. So you've got to have some gum in here. Now, over here I have a screwdriver. I have a small NRA knife. Very nice, cheap. Got it like $10 maybe. So it's kind of nice. I have a small pen, blue, and I have another small knife down here in the bottom, the Gerber pear frame. This is a really old model. I got this, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe even before that. I can't remember. So anyway, that's everything from this front compartment. Now, this next middle compartment, it is not a very big compartment. It does not go down all the way into the bag. So I had just enough room to fit this small survival box in. And if the camera can pick it up, it's not very deep there, so can't fit a lot of stuff in there. So I'm going to talk about this survival kit. This is one of the 2 survival kits, or so to speak, survival kits in this bag. I have one that I bought from local sporting goods store for 10 or 12 bucks. Is kind of a cruddy kit, but if you have it, it's great. If you don't, that's fine too. But I just wanted to talk about this kit. The reason why I put it in this box was because as I was walking through Walmart one day, I found this old pencil box. And the reason why I stuck with this one was because, one, it was all black, so it's not very noticeable. 2, it has a very tough, rugged construction, and 3, you can lock it with a set of keys. So I unlocked it, and I'm going to show you what all is inside. So inside here I have a pen and a Sharpie. I have 2 different lighters. I have a flashlight and a USB that stores pictures, other valuable family documents, banknotes, etc., bunches of tax information, that only the government cares about. And then I have a whistle and a small survival guide. So that is everything from this top compartment. Going down here to the bottom, I just have a small flashlight with a laser. And then I have a small paracord bracelet in case I took my paracord bracelet off that day. And then in here is the true part of this kit. Now I have fire starting, water purification, I have anti-diarrheal, I have more pens, pencils, I have a little bit of first aid, another knife inside of this Altoids tin, and I have some Vaseline, so mostly fire starting and bushcraft in here. I have a little bit of water purification and anti-diarrheal in case you do pick up something bad. So nothing too big about this kit. This one was also thrown together kind of suddenly. So anyway, I'm going to set that off to the side, and let's take a look at the main section of this bag. Now, I must warn you, this has no organization. Also, I just noticed it. This is a water bottle. This is a really old water bottle I had. So I just filled it up with water, put it in my bag. So this is only, probably almost 1 liter, close to 1 liter of water. So I thought, well, that might not be enough. So I have about a half dozen water bottles in different locations in my truck. I have some in the cup holders beside me, some in the door, some in the passenger door, some way in the bag. So just different locations for the water and more sources of water. So to start out with, first thing coming out of the main compartment is a big roll of toilet paper. Now this is jumbo size. Just grabbed a brand new one out of the container and put it in a bag so it'd be more waterproof. That way, if you do happen to stop off at the side of the road and you really got to go and there's no place around, well, this just saved your butt. Also in here, I carry a full change of clothes. So I have a pair of jeans, I have a belt, I have a pair of socks, and a shirt that's buried down all the way in here. Now, I do not have another change of shoes or a change of jacket, an extra jacket. So most of the time, if not all the time during the winter down here, I'm always wearing a jacket and I'm always wearing shoes. So therefore, I should be good. Also, I do have a extra change of underwear if I need it. Also, I have a sleeping bag liner that goes along with my shelter section, just in case you want to have a little bit of extra comfort. And I have a small shovel. This is a really good piece of kit to have. It's a small Eton FR160 radio. We have a review of this. We'll put the link in the description. But it's just crank. It runs off of solar, crank, and batteries. And not only is it a radio, but it is also a flashlight. And it can also go get weather bands, which is really nice. Also, it can charge your cell phone, which is, I've tried it. It works, but it takes a really long time. So, if you have to, it's good to have, but, it would be better to have a different kind of charger. So, this is that small survival kit I was talking about earlier. Everything else in the kit is basically small redundancy items. I have do have a small first aid kit in here. Very basic. I am upgrading to a bigger first aid kit so I can keep in my truck in case of emergency, a wreck. Either I get in the wreck or somebody else does. They need help. Obviously, I want to help them. But this is just a small kit, first aid kit in my bag. Now, the last and final item out of here that I want to show you is my MREs. Now, this is a complete one-day MRE. Not only does it come with everything that a deluxe MRE would come with, but it comes with salt, pepper, and garlic. Just in case you happen to go find some yummy delicates and some yummy food on the trail, or wherever you're going through. You can cook it up and you have some spices for it. Also have some oatmeal. I have some powder for your drink. I have chocolate, hot chocolate, and I have raisins. And other than that, it's just basic MRE. So this is about a one-day food supply. So that was the last big thing out of here. Other than that, I have hand warmers and I have wipes, as you can see, and I just have a Bic lighter. So again, this is not organized at all, but it is just showing you what I have. I am working on this. This is definitely a work in progress. So I just wanted to show you all that, even if you don't have a lot of resources, you can just throw a little something small together for your truck or for your other vehicle. So guys, thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Please check out all of our other videos and our other channel. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks and bye.